Quiet. Babe, can you get her? Penny, quiet. Come here. I'm on live. Okay. As a matter of fact, don't even know. All right, let me put these two together. I never do this double phone thing, but I guess I will today. Hey guys, Elvira, everybody. I see my crew is on here. My crew. Darnell from We Can All Do Better. We can all do better because we can. We can all do better. I'm trying to do better today. That's the whole purpose of this live. I want to do better. I strive to do better in everything that I do. And when I realize that that something is not effective, when I realize a flaw that for me can be toxic, a toxic character trait in myself even. I look at myself before I look at anyone else. And I look at the things that I'm doing and see how well I'm doing it. And if something does not appear to be effective, then you have to change the way that you do things. You have to change up. You have to be willing to cut ties with things and people that do not serve you. You have to cut ties. It's important. Baby, do I have any strawberries? Because I don't have any watermelon. What about raspberries? Is there any good raspberries? There's some raspberries. And have you looked to see if we had any strawberries bloom today? You're pulling it. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm starving for watermelon. Since I don't have any, I need something. But don't worry, honey. Don't worry about it. I don't want you to do anything. The raspberries are coming up. Good morning, everybody. A lot of you guys are in here. Hey, Bougie. I don't know if Penny Wenny is in here, but if you are, and when you come, hey, Penny Wenny. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your support. YouTube is right here. For anyone who wants to go over YouTube, you can. But I'm going to stream from both platforms today. I'm not going to cut anyone off. This is not a negative bad live. It's a self-revelation live. You know, and you guys know I'm a purpose clarity coach, mindset coach. I bring purpose and clarity to people. And I also do that for myself. First and foremost, you know, I practice what I preach when I tell people to internalize their actions. And, you know, if you find things, you know, find the things that do not serve you, cut them off, fix the things within yourself in order to improve the way you move and live in this world, the way you show up. And so, Penny's out right now. Okay, Darnell. Thank you. I wasn't sure because I'm not really looking at any comments really right now. Good morning to my Facebook family, Lena, Hawthorne, Lily, Keto, all of you beautiful people. Thank you so much for coming on. So as you guys can see, my caption is called Cutting Toxic Ties. That's my caption for today. I'm going to do another live later on that I feel is weighing on my heart as well. But this right here, I woke up with. And I woke up with it with a lot from a lot of self-contemplation. Self-contemplation is looking at yourself, looking at your actions, looking at what's working, looking at who's working, who's not working, looking at the toxic ties that you have to people. Looking at the toxic relationships, looking at the toxic entanglements that you have with people, and begin to cut these things off out of your life, you know, in order for me to become my best self, which I strive for, which if you guys have just seen my video about the watermelon and whatever that animal was eating the watermelon with the human, that's what I'm striving for. I'm striving to eat watermelon in the sun with other souls who enjoy the same thing. And that's for real, by the way. That's really for real. I want to eat watermelon in the sun. I want to do the things that make me happy, and I want to help people evolve. And if that's going to be my purpose, then this particular live is necessary. This video, this live is necessary. So, let me see how I can start this off. I came into this particular area of socialism, socializing with a certain group of people who came together for one purpose, right? One primary purpose, and that was to help, support, uplift, and benefit. Okay? Benefit someone, primarily Chef Carmen, primarily. I'm going to just say her name because that was one thing that we all have in common. Our side and the other side is Chef Carmen. This is about Chef Carmen, not this whole live in and of itself, but I'm just saying the whole purpose of us coming together was for Chef Carmen. And I just want to be clear, Chef Carmen. Hey, Debbie. Chef Carmen, right? Oh, thank you, Penny Wenny. Always showing up. Okay, make sure you keep your hands on the wheel and make sure you don't pick up anything, just drive. And if catch the replay if it's safer for you, Penny. But thank you, I appreciate you, Penny. Okay, so it's for primarily Chef Carmen. I keep saying that, Chef Carmen, right? And and so, we came with a purpose to help her, right? And uplift her, support her, cover her, protect her, fight for her. And for me, and it went beyond that, even though my actions didn't show that too much. But for me, in my heart, it went even beyond Chef Carmen. Chef Carmen just happened to be the face of what we were facing at the time and what we currently still are facing at the time. So she ended up being the poster child, unfortunately, for the painful experiences that she's going through, which of course affected us in a very deep way. In my car, using talk to text. You're on my car speaker. Okay. Which everything that she's gone through has affected us on some level or another, and it's pushed us even further into the grind of the gutters and the slums, in the place where I didn't expect to be, but I prepared for it, because like I have told you guys in the past, when I decided to support my good friend now, I can definitely call Chef Carmen a good friend, a faithful friend, a loyal friend, and I am that to her. I can definitely say that. And I can say that with more clarity and more just through my experience with her. In my contemplation of even supporting her, I gave it a lot of thought. And when I finally decided to do it, I knew what I was up against, and I knew what my goal was. And me being spiritually evolved in the way that I am, and speaking of things of metaphysics and quantum physics and all the spiritual, the supernatural things of this life that drive our human actions. That's the source of my page. That's what I write about. That's what I think about. That's what I study. Give people a better understanding of this, three-dimensional system that we're living in, and help us understand our experiences better. And that's always been my purpose. And so I was grounded when I started on this venture with her. I was grounded, and I say was because I was. Did I remain grounded? No, I didn't remain grounded. You know how I know? Because my wife is up here picking up freaking what do you call them thing? Weeds. You know how I know I wasn't grounded? Oh shoot! Hold on, guys. You're on. You're listening to me? Oh.
I'm gonna listen to you right now.
Oh. The hell. You know how I wasn't grounded? How I realized I wasn't grounded? Right, Lena, about Chef Carmen. We are here, Chef Carmen, helping them. Right. And so, you know how I knew I wasn't grounded? Is when I started. What?
What umbrella?
The umbrella? I don't think the umbrella is going to keep the wind away. No, it's just windy out here, and the wind feels fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the wind feels fine. But thank you, honey. I love you. All my YouTube people on here, thank you so much. If you guys can look at two devices, look at both my YouTube and my Facebook, I would appreciate that, because that helps me. And so I knew I wasn't grounded when my emotions turned from good, meaning I was driven by positive emotions, to bad, meaning that I started to despise people that I was standing up against. Thank you, Cheryl. I started to despise people that I was standing up against. And I have despised them for a while now. I didn't want to admit it, because I want to be, hey, I'm spiritually grounded. You know what I mean? I know how to detach, and I do know how to detach. I lost my way because my emotions shifted. My emotions shifted. If you guys can share some hearts for me, encourage me a little bit. No, seriously. My emotion, thank you so much for the hearts, guys. My emotions shifted. And so the more my love grew for Chef Carmen, my anxiety grew. My bad emotions grew. Yes, Jen. My those bad emotions that you have for people, that you start feeling for people, became more profound, and those things took over. Those emotions took over, and those emotions drove. They were the driving force behind now my actions, right? And that's me losing my way. That's me no longer fighting for something in a way that's effective. Hey, Crystal. Yes, Vidette. And I have Facebook and YouTube up here. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on both. I appreciate it. And so, so when I find myself disliking someone to the extreme that I dislike them, that's a problem. That's a problem. Primarily because those emotions bring on so much negative energy and put you in such a negative state of mind. Damn earring. hair is tangled in my glasses, into a negative state of mind that you find yourself operating on such a low frequency, and I'm thinking that I'm bringing it back up, and I'm not. I was down there, and I stayed down there. Bringing it back up to me when I said, guys, we're going to be about to ascend, I'm about to descend, and we're about to ascend. That's me bringing myself back to a happy place, and I know how to do all that. But being able to function at, to operate on such a level with these haters, when they say that we're doing the same thing, and when I say that we're doing the same thing, it's different. They're saying that we're doing the same thing as a throwing a rock. They're children. They're still on the breast milk, you know? Which means they're not really thinking about what they're saying. They're just in the sandbox throwing rocks. When I say that we're doing the same thing, that's absolutely true. Because we're all operating on the same type of energy. When you stand against something, when you stand for something, you stand against something, right? And that's the problem. Standing against something requires effort. When you stand against something, you're focusing on what's wrong and not what's right, right? And I go back to this quote. If you guys have never heard me say Mother Teresa's quote, I love her quote, where she said, do not invite me to an anti-war rally. She was anti-war, but she said, don't invite me to an anti-war rally. And you know why she said that? She said that because although she was anti-war, she knew the energy that's involved in fighting against something. It's not the path of least resistance. It's fighting against a current. And that current causes trauma force in your spirit. It messes up your energy. You can't stay grounded when you're fighting against something, because something is going to always be in opposition to it. And when something is in opposition to it, you're fighting against life. You're not working in the right direction. That's the same thing as swimming against the current. When the current is going this way in the water and you're trying to go against it, you're not going anywhere. You're going with the current. You're going with the negative energy that you are trying to prevent and stay away from. So Mother Teresa said, I will not go to a peace rally. An anti-war rally. Do not invite me to an anti-war rally. It wasn't because she was against war, that she wasn't against war. She was completely against it, but she knew an effective way to fight. She said, invite me to a peace rally, and that I will go to. You know why? Because being invited to a peace rally helps you focus on the thing that you're trying to accomplish, which is peace. So when you're invited to a peace rally, you're no longer in opposition of anything. You're just focused on the end goal of peace and love and covering and support. She had wisdom. That's the right way to fight. That's the right way to fight. And I said that about, I referenced Mother Teresa in quite a few of my lives. And I guess when I had said it before, I was coming back to this place of peace. But I guess I lost my way again, because here I am, and now it's so profound, that lesson, because 2 years later, look where we are. We are in the gutter with the gutter roaches. We are in the same frequency as them, because every time we try to call ourselves supporting Chef Carmen, we do more damage, not only to ourselves, to her, but mainly to ourselves, because that brings us in a negative frequency, a negative energy, because we're doing it wrong. We're doing it wrong. We're doing it wrong. And for your information, Adrian, it's not for one person, it's for a whole. Okay? Anti-bullying is a movement against all people who are being bullied. Carmen just happened to be the face of it at this moment. She's the catalyst that brought all of us together. So that's what this is. So don't say going to all this whole length for one person. It wasn't just for her. If she was the only person in the world being bullied, then it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be this many people against her. Okay, clearly this goes before. Clearly there were bullies before her. Okay, I mean people that were being bullies, victims of this for since probably the beginning of time. And what we're trying to do is prevent it, so our kids can have a safe place to come and share their thoughts or their business or their lives on social media moving forward. Like my grand biscuit, who's still a baby. All right, so stop with all of that. Anyway, back to my message. Back to my message. And so, Mother Teresa, when I go back to that, it just makes sense. It makes sense. You know, I thought that I can stay in a level, in a place where I'm able to balance myself because, I'm spiritual. You know what I mean? I've learned some things. I have a lot of wisdom, and I'm a mindset coach on top of that. But life still gets away from me. I still find myself misplaced. I still wake up in a place where I know, wait a minute, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? Why do I have these feelings? Why am I driven in this way now? And it's not that my actions are wrong. Because remember, I don't believe in right or wrong. I just believe in different ways of learning. Some people choose the hard way, some people choose the easy way. Okay, clearly, I chose a hard way because here I am feeling misplaced in my spirit. Feeling like I'm no different. And I always say this, nobody's any better than the other. I always said that. I'm sweating, guys. That's why I need some damn tissue. I mean some paper towels. I'm not saying, I've always stated that no one is better than us and everyone has a place in this world, including the haters. There's a reason, there's a purpose in pain, and I stick by that, and all of that is right. I'm not changing that train of focus. However, please, baby, if you don't mind, because I'm about to melt out here, and I want to be out here because I like the sun and I need the energy of the sun to help me get through this. and so, um, and so, yes, we come together on this side for in support of Chef Carmen, right? But having gone through this for 2 years, is it working? Is it working? How much are we going to fight against these people? Because remember, when you fight against something, you stand against, when you fight for something, you stand against something else. And if you're standing against something else, you're reaching opposition. If you're reaching opposition, it's a battle, it's a force, it's friction. And where there's friction, there's energy. And where there's energy, that energy expands. And you end up finding yourself drawn to all of this negative heat. There is my purpose is still will remain the same with Carmen. I will support her. Thank you, my honey bunch. Don't come in the live, boo boo. Come right over there. I don't want you in this live. My goal is to remain supporting her. What's going to change is defending her, defending me, because there's no progress in defense. Clearly, right? It only fuels the fire. Not only does it fuel the fire, but it puts you in such a negative perspective, because when you're defending something, stop it. Are you doing that? Oh, when you're defending something, you're focusing on something that's wrong. And I don't want to focus on anything that's wrong. So I realize now that there is a difference in defending versus supporting. And they're two drastically different things because they bring two drastically different types of energy. Defending brings negative energy because you're focusing on what's wrong. Supporting brings loving energy, and it brings good energy, and it keeps you in a good vibrational range because now you're looking at what's good. You're looking at your goal of somebody's well-being. You're exacerbating the good rather than focusing and fighting against the bad. These are two different mental states, people. That's okay, Janice. I mean, Janice, you can be aside from all of us. It doesn't make you any better. Remember, no one's better than the other. Some of us are more invested than others. But I'm speaking from an invested state. This is just me. I'm not saying anybody else is that way, but I know a lot of us are. A lot of us are. And the whole point is that it's not effective. It's not an effective way of doing things. And it's not an effective way of doing things, meaning that it's not serving her and it's not serving us. But it does serve her when we are supportive, because in our fighting, we are still being supportive. We are showing her goodness. We are speaking of her goodness. We are supporting her in her efforts to do better. We are hooraying her. We are cheerleading her. We are doing all those good things, and we are giving her our encouraging words. All I'm saying is there is a distinction. There is a distinction. Now, here's what I've learned. Right, not better, but different. And that's what I even said about the haters. We're not better than the haters. We're different than the haters. You know what I'm saying? None of us are better than anyone, because we all have the capability to be our worst. We all have that. We are the victim and the villain. We play the victim and the villain in this life. Every one of us have. Which was why I always say we are not any better than anyone else. I don't care how poorly they're behaving. The point is that we have the capabilities of going as low as they go, except we choose not to. It's only our free will that keeps us from the other side, not the fact that we're better human beings. Now, we have not no, let me not say that. We become better human beings within ourselves, but the only competition is with ourselves, not in becoming better than them. But because we refrain from it, puts us in a more higher regard. Because we refrain from that toxic behavior, in a sense, puts us above the realm of really hurting someone. You know what I mean? Because when you're hurting someone, you're in a whole nother energy too. When you're deliberately hurting someone. But if you go by, and you guys know I'm not religious at all, but when you go by the Bible, and Jesus said, to his brother, his disciple, when his disciple said, well, I have never killed anyone. He says, if you have said one evil word against your brother, you have already murdered him. Saying that if you have bad thoughts about somebody, you contribute to their destruction. You contribute to their destruction. And even though these haters are they display the worst vile behavior. And you guys know, I say Ari, for me, she's the worst. And I don't know why I have that darkness, that darkness for her, that energy for her, that level of energy for her. I don't know if it's because I expect more out of her as being a mother, as supposedly being a leader, or it's because she just really has a dark demonic spirit. I have to think about that. I don't know which one it is. It could be a combination of both, but I don't want to have that for anyone. The energy that I use to feel that for her, I can use to love Carmen. I can use to love myself. I can use to support you guys in a positive note. I can use to encourage you. Why am I extending that level of energy towards anyone on that side? Towards anyone on that side. Hey, Billy. Hey, everybody. You see what I'm saying? Towards anyone on that side. And for you to say, whoever you said, explain that because she never did nothing to you. That's the same thing as saying that there's a child being violated, but leave them alone because I'm not being violated. This is a social issue, honey. This is not a personal thing. And what she's doing affects a lot of people. Because when you see someone straight up just really trying to destroy someone's life, that has a trickle effect on other people. And to let stuff like that go and pass it by means that my grandson can never come to the social media and have a safe place to be. So people like that need to be set down. It's not about her doing anything personal to me. What did Carmen do personally to y'all? Nothing. Anyway, back to my regularly scheduled program. Try not to be distracted by that. You see that? You see that? That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. Right there. You see? And so here's the other piece of that I want to bring you guys, bring awareness to you guys about. It's not Meta. It's us. I'm over here. Penny and I created this anti-bullying campaign. I'm still there for it. I'm still here for it. Yeah, I still want it to go on. I'm going to keep pushing it. Of course, with a different energy now, because I realized that the energy that I was operating in was so negative, you know? And to close out that point, and not to totally close it out, but to just really just finalize what I'm saying there, is that I plan on supporting Carmen. I plan on still having my purpose in her life, in helping her, supporting her, all those things, but in a different way that now is going to be more effective. I know how to do things legally. I know how to utilize my resources to accomplish things. You know what I'm saying? Accomplish the goals or the efforts that I'm trying to. Oh my God, I got watermelon? Oh, thank you. Oh, why you give me a paper plate? You know I need a glass plate. You put it on paper.
You want me to get your glass plate?
I need a glass plate.
Stop it.
Babe, I need a glass plate.
One. You're killing me.
Thank you. Hold on, guys. I got a good point coming. Hold on. I mentioned scriptures and I cut out the same mouth. Just because I mentioned scriptures, what does that make me? What? What the hell is that? What, I'm not supposed to curse? That's the judgment. You stay here for this message that I'm getting ready to have here. You need to stay here. Guys, don't get rid of the idiots. They need to learn some things. I don't eat out of paper or plastic, and she knows that. So I appreciate her efforts. But you guys don't ever see me eat out of paper plates. I'm Bougetto. I never did that, Chloe. I don't know what you... Hold it right, Biscuit, before you mess up my plate. Oops. And this is why I don't eat out of paper. Look at it. Okay. Got my glass. Hold on, guys. I just need a bite. I'm so hungry. I'm coming. Wait a minute. I'm so happy I got some watermelon. Okay. Sorry, guys. One of my sorors is just like that. He don't eat out of paper plastic. I don't eat out of paper plastic at all. No paper. My wife loves paper and plastic. Her on the biscuit, I don't. I can't do it. Anyway, guys, so here's the other perspective, right? I love watermelon. When I eat watermelon, I think that somebody loves me. Like, for me to love fruit that much, I'm so loved by my creator. For him to create something so wonderful to me, for me. I feel like this is personal between me and God. Like he did this just for me. Mm, I love it. It's very sweet, lady. Okay, so anyway, here's the other part, guys. So the other part, so the part is this: I'm not gonna ever stop being there for my Chef Carmen, being there for Chef Carmen. I'm not gonna stop being there for her. I'm not gonna stop supporting her. I'm not gonna stop encouraging and uplifting her. And I plan to accomplish my mission when it comes to the bullies in a more effective way, in a more effective, positive way, a way that keeps me in alignment with my goals, a way that keeps me in alignment with on a high frequency of positivity. Not to say that I can't ever, because negativity is going to come in, but there's too many other things in life that brings negative things, like things that happen out of nowhere, like death and all these other kinds of things that bring negativity to your life, and you have those obstacles. But I plan on not adding any more negativity than I can handle. These bugs better get on and go to my fruit garden and do their work. Damn it. Anyway, so here's the other piece of that, guys. The other piece of that is, it's not Meta, it's us. Like I said, Penny and I started an anti-bullying campaign, and our gripe, although was about these haters doing, just bullying people online, I thought that I have come to the source of the issue. The source of the issue being Meta. Meta is allowing these bullies to have and maintain these platforms, and they're getting paid for it, right? Um, excuse me. I'm looking at all my YouTube people. So I'm saying Meta is responsible for people's behavior, meaning from a perspective that Meta is encouraging their behavior. Damn it. Meta is encouraging their behavior because Meta is paying these people to have these to build these platforms from off of hate, and people are paying taxes on the money that they're getting paid. You know what I mean? So it's a social issue. Okay? It's a social issue. So I'm thinking it's Meta. I realized, and I had an epiphany today, it's not freaking Meta. It's us. Here's why. Hear me out. Meta created a platform, right? For us to use in whichever way we will, within the guidelines, right? Okay, they do have guidelines of anti-bullying and blah, 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 right? But hear me out. They have created a service. Their whole goal, and by the way, Meta's a machine. There's people running that machine, though, because the people are detached from the personal social issues that happen on Meta, on Facebook, right? In social media. So you have the machine, and then you have the people behind the machine, which is living their best life. Their whole point in creating this machine, this social media platform, is for financial gain, right? How do they get financial gain? By providing a service. What they did was provide us a platform. We provide the service, right? And one of those services are sex sells, hate sells, slander sells, all those things, right? Cooking sells, makeup sells, all these different gifts that people are doing, right? So, are providing, right? So, if slander and hate and people building pages, even though Meta has these guidelines, which they're not following, but if hate becomes a service that people are willing to pay for, then hate is is a product on sale, right? Meaning that we give those platforms value because we give our attention to those platforms. You feel me on that? Do you see where I'm going? If we didn't give our attention to those platforms, not that those platforms will not exist, but those platforms would not thrive to the level that they're thriving on now, and they would not spread at the rate that they're spreading on now. Because guess what? When I speak something just for me, if I'm doing something for me, my numbers are within a range that's reasonable. When I say reasonable, meaning that people who really like me for what I do come, whether it's 100 or 200 people. And I don't mind those low numbers because at least they're there for me. I don't mind that. I believe in authenticity. So if I got 50 people on my live and I'm just on live just being myself, I'm okay with that, right? But the minute I speak about hate, the minute I speak about something that has to do with negativity or slander or any kind of hate groups or any of those negative people, now I got triple, quadruple. Now I'm into the hundreds, way high hundreds and the thousands and all this other stuff on some occasions. Okay, not that I'm there now. I'm about 600 now, but that's when it goes high, right? So who is really responsible for these platforms? I'm saying Meta, you got to do better. And it's like, no, every time I speak about these crazy people, I don't know how that just happened. That's beautiful, whoever did that. I don't know if I did it or somebody else did it. I don't know if and guys, can you do me a favor? I don't know what's going on in the chat, but when you guys engage with people who are in opposition to what I'm saying and you guys are going back and forth and back and forth, you guys actually are the ones that's disrupting the live. So I don't mind you having a little, conversion going back and forth, but when everyone is fighting together against them and everybody's focusing on this one person saying this one thing, that person's intent is to disrupt my live. And when they get your attention and they get everybody's attention on that comment because that person is being an idiot, then my live is disrupted and their mission is accomplished. So let's try to use our minds when it comes to what these people's goals are to really just get you guys off of me and on them. Thank you for the plate, honey. Thank you for the watermelon. I didn't know it was good. I thought it was bad.
That's super good.
Really? I had no idea. All right. So if we didn't give attention to those platforms, they wouldn't have as much traction. So here's the problem. You guys are with me when I'm saying, you know what, even on my live yesterday, Carmen, let's do better. Let's not give them any focus. And you guys were all there saying, yes, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Carmen, move forward, glow and grow. All these encouraging things that you guys have supported on my live yesterday when I was on there with Chef Carmen. You guys, we all agreed that we were going to move forward in a positive light. Not that we all agreed, but you agreed it for Chef Carmen to do it. And I told you that I would do it and so on and so forth, right? So when I'm speaking things like that, everything is all good. And yeah, Lena, go ahead for it. That's right. These people are not worth it. And you guys support all that. Meanwhile, you still encourage the other side by bringing those bones to me, bringing those bones to Carmen, bringing those bones to people who are going to respond probably in a negative way or just whatever it is, right? So when you guys do that, I'm not saying it's wrong that you do that. What I'm saying is that if you guys are in support of more positivity, then you guys have to support the positivity too. You guys have to support us if we're cooking green eggs and ham. You guys have to support us if we're just here having a chat and some haters online with some so-called receipts. Where are you going? If I'm talking about different kind of cheeses, it's not that that's important. Nobody the hell want to listen to damn cheeses, but I'm just giving you an example, right? And then you got a hate online showing receipts. Where's your attention going? Are you going over to there because they got receipts, or are you going to stay over here because I'm interested in some cheese? And even though you like cheese, you don't want to talk about cheese. And I'm just using that as a metaphor. I know that's not realistic. Nobody wants to talk about no damn cheese. Well, I do because I'm greedy and I love cheese. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's not a meta problem. It's our problem. If we didn't give all that focus to them daggone platforms, now granted, things needed to be exposed. Things needed to be exposed. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that when these haters are out here trying to destroy people's lives, it's a good thing that their lives are exposed, that their skeletons in their closet are exposed, because it shows that they have no credibility and it shows that they are just being haters, right? But at a certain point, when is that going to stop? If you guys want to see more positivity on the internet, then you have to support more positive content. So if if they usually if their typical traction, is 300-400 people on their lives, and the minute some so-called news resurface and they come with receipts and they on there cussing and hollering and screaming about Chef Carmen or me or Darnell, whoever it is, now they got 15 to 2,000 people on there, or 2,500 for that matter. Who do you think the majority of their viewers are? It's us. Don't you know we get paid for interaction and views? Primarily views. So just even you sitting there in the bushes, you are supporting them because you are earning them money. Because if they only had, because 300 people versus 1,500 or 2,000, that's a lot. That's a lot. And if they had the clout that Carmen has, that'd be 30, 40 grand in the pocket in a month. Literally. More than that even. Just for views alone. So, I'm hot as hell, guys. So, you guys talk about being positive and moving positive. And Carmen can come on here now and she can just sit there and have a chat and you guys will be here. Until Darius goes on there and says, guess what, guys? Let me tell you what I just found out. Guess, or Marion or somebody go, or somebody over there go live with Rico or somebody, and now all the attention is over there because you guys want to see what they're saying. So when I say that it's not meta, it's us. If you want positivity, if you are really intrinsically desiring positivity on social media, then it's not up to Meta to do better. It's up to us to decide where we're going to shift our consciousness, where we're going to shift our focus. You guys, it's up to us, not you guys. I keep saying you guys. It's up to us to focus more on the positive content. Let's push that out. So that way it can encourage everyone else to come out with positive content. It can encourage our young people who's trying to use social media, not trying to use, who want to use, who aspire to be on social media to share their gifts and contribute to the world in their own. Oh, thank you. She just picked some berries from our yard. And by the way, guys, our watermelons are growing for the first time, but here's some berries from my yard. Thank you, honey.
They're real good.
She just giving me fruit. Thank you. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, babe.
I gotta keep her positive. Fruit will make you positive. Just keep eating it.
High vibrational food is fruit.
That's right.
So here's the thing. We say we want to be positive, but if we want to see more positive content, why aren't we really supporting more positive content? Why? Is it really a Meta's problem, or is it our problem? Because had we not given all the focus to all those hate platforms, Meta would, the platforms wouldn't be as big as they are right now. Even though they have their selective group of people that they follow, which are idiots, but that's okay. Let them be idiots, right? But in order for Meta to get better, in order for these social media platforms to get better, in order for that to happen, we have to encourage more positive content. When somebody's up there just, learning how to cook for the first time, or whatever it is they're trying to do, we have to be there and be present. Give them a few minutes of your views. You know what I mean? So that way people, especially young people who are trying to get in the game, cannot be discouraged. I do got a good wife, Andre. Cannot be discouraged from doing positivity. Don't you know a lot of these people that's on social media, the reason why they end up doing bad content and ended up on a negative side of the spectrum? You know why? It's because when they try being themselves and being creative, and let's say making a mug or making a scarf or making wigs or making whatever it is they're making, nobody's showing up. and they see the person that's intertwined in gossip or slander, and they see what that person is bringing in, and so they end up easing their way into that realm, to where now they say, you know what, let me highlight people's lives, let me create a platform where people are just being messy, let me just create a blogger group, a shade room, so I can just put everybody that's popping in there. And everybody that's popping is all the haters. Yes, I do, Sandra.
That's so good.
That's right, Michelle. You see what I'm saying? Mm-mm. It's not meta. It's us. If we decide, if our goal is to stop the hate, then we have to stop indulging in it also. Because highlighting whatever they said actually brings traction to them. The same way on the other side, when we look at them and say, well, shoot, they talking about Chef Carmen, they only making her bigger. Well, the same rule applies for that side also. The same rule applies for that side also. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't situations that need attention. You can't go around, accusing people of unaliving people, and that's your reputation, and you online. I mean, I'm not saying be hush and just not defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. The way Carmen's been dragged, I mean, some things need addressing, some things, but I encourage her to just really just move forward in a positive light. And, because it's no talking to these people, and it's been 2 years and it hasn't been effective. Although, and what has worked in her favor is that these people have her name in their mouth so much that all it does is bring her more people. That's why her page has been growing so drastically. It causes people to say, who's Chef Carmen? Let me go over there and see what they're talking about. It causes them to say, who's the low life coach, as they put it. They come onto my page. That's why I put so much inspiration on my page, so that way when they come, I can grab them with something. Because the things that I speak about relates to the whole world. It relates to everybody. So maybe I'm able to sow a seed. And a lot, and through a lot of that hate, they came over here and they pushed that follow button. Right, you have to choose your battles. You have to choose your battles. So what I'm saying is that if you guys are in support of positivity, then you have to support the positivity. I appreciate all the support that I have gotten through this whole thing, and I appreciate the continued support, hopefully. But I'm making a shift. I'm cutting toxic ties. Those toxic ties being those haters. I am intrinsically connected to them. I am on their level. I'm admitting it. Because even though my intentions are good, the energy that I have to operate in to combat them is negative. It's of a lower vibration. I don't have these crystals on for nothing. I need a whole damn arm of crystals to suck up all the negative energy that I'm indulging in. These things ain't doing nothing for the amount of energy that I have in my system that was negative. Because crystals absorb energy. They pull it away from you. That's the whole point of them. I need a whole arm. I need 2 arms to keep me grounded. You see what I'm saying? So no, do I have their heart condition? Absolutely not. When I'm talking about being on a toxic level, I'm not on their level per se, because I can never do what they do. I can't. From in this lifetime, I have the capability to do it because I'm human, but I won't allow myself to fall into that type of darkness. When I say operating on a level, I don't mean on their level, like I can, like, yeah, I'm doing what they're doing. No, I mean feeding and being on that level. I have to stoop down to that level to fight them, and that's exhausting. I don't want to come down to fight these people. I don't want to come down anymore. I don't want to descend in that way anymore. I believe I can fight them up here because here is higher than here. Here is higher than here. So why not find a way, an effective way of of accomplishing my purpose, my mission in regards to bullying? Why not find a better way? Why not find a better way? My goal is to alleviate all this toxic energy that I have in reference to them and not feel that anymore. That's my goal. I don't need to feel that to fight. I can not fight, support. Remember, there's a difference between defending and supporting. Defending means going against something, focusing on the thing that's wrong. And when you focus on it, you remember, we don't get what we want, we get what we focus on. Focusing on the thing that's wrong. And if the thing is wrong, then it's bringing negative energy. And if it's negative energy, then that's attached to resentment. And when you start getting resentful about certain things, now you'll start fighting against certain people. And when you fight against people, you hurt them, even if they deserve to be hurt. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't care if they deserve it. Let somebody else hurt them. Let someone else hurt them. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to begrudge them. I want to find an effective way to help people in this situation. A way that's not going to bring me through the pits of hell. In a way that's not going to bring me down in my vibration and bring me and take me off course. In a way that's going to keep me feeling happy and being happy. I want to be happy. I choose happiness. And I choose that for my friend. So the best way for me to support Chef Carmen is to find a way to effectively help her. And I know that way. I know that way. It's easy to get sunk into, a pit where those people are. All of that back and forth. That back and forth. Oh, you said this and you said that. Look at this and that's a no neck and wig and all that. Who gives a damn at the end of the day? I still want to create, I still want to be part of a positive change because my grandson is getting older. He's going to eventually be on social media. He's going to be on social media. I want to show him what goodness looks like, and he's seen that for the most of his life because that's all I express to him is goodness. But I don't want him hearing me, and he don't, because I make sure he's not nowhere around me. I don't curse around my grand biscuit. I don't have him in the room with me while I'm cussing people out, as you see them do. As you see them do. We have children right there. Yeah, yeah, sit down. What you want? Some milk and cookies? Okay. Yeah, like what the hell? I don't do that. Doesn't make me better. I just choose not to do that. I choose not to raise my grandson that way. Anyway, point being is that I want to show him the positives. I want to show him how to be positive when he becomes older. I want to show him how to be positive. I want to show him that there is a good, that social media is a platform where you can really, 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 express your gifts and your talents. And you can make money off of it if you choose. You can use it for your benefit to expand on your business if you choose to open up open up a business. But we have to be part of the change. We have to support these new content creators. We have to support positivity. That was what kind. That's what I was kind of wondering, if you just had a religion. I don't have a religion. I'm a spiritualist. I don't have a religion. I don't follow a religion. I have transcended, been there, done that. I have risen above religion. That's no offense to nobody, but it's true. Introduce my grandson to Jesus. Who's Jesus? My grandson is a guardian. He is God. Jesus, if it was such a man, is a person. Who am I? Who I'm in relation to? He's not a Jesus. Is not above me. I don't think like that. But it's not a religious thing, guys. Let me not even go there. Okay. Anyway, um, but I get what you're saying, and I respect your religions. But let's not make this out about religion because it's not. Okay. And like I said, I respect your religions. I'm not here to come to debate about religion and God and all that other stuff. All right. That's in another video. But in any case, being positive, just being positive. We are part of the problem. If every time one of those hate pages say something, if one of those hate pages say something, and we respond to it every time, or we send in screenshots, or we're listening to them, and then we come back over here and we be like, yeah, them haters are terrible. This is what they said. They even said this about Chef. They even said this about Lena. They even said this about so-and-so. They always saying something about y'all. They always messing with y'all. Well, why are y'all over there looking? Why am I over there looking? Because I told y'all I don't take in boxes like that. I don't. That's why a lot of you guys send me stuff. I don't go by that. I don't show that stuff. That's not what I go by. I have different business pages, not burner pages, business pages. So what I do is I go and I see for myself. So whatever I have to say about any of them, I have seen it for myself. I went to their pages and seen it for myself. And watched them talk about me, talking to me. Meanwhile, they had me blocked, which is crazy in and of itself. How do you block somebody and say, listen here, Lena? But they know they blocked me. So I'm gonna tell you, like if that ain't a level of insanity, I don't know what is. But in any case, okay. You know what I mean? So of course they just mad because I support Carmen. And I'm gonna continue to support Carmen. I'm gonna continue to support Carmen. But support, I choose not to defend. Because I don't want to go against anything. I don't want to go and fight. I'm gonna do what Mother Teresa did. I don't want anti-bullying a rally. I don't want an anti-bullying rally. I want a peace rally, because peace that has my goal. My goal is peace, so I want to focus on that, and I want to give as much energy as I can to peace, because peace exudes love. I want to give as much energy as I can to love and peace and support. That's my way of supporting. And by the way, guys, our relationship, especially with Chef Carmen, is reciprocal. She supports me the way that I support her. She helps me the way that in the same fashion that I help her. This is not a one-way street. This is not a one-way street. I'm not just here doing for her. She does for me also. I just want to lean more in a more positive direction with my support. And I don't want to mess up my heart condition by messing with these fools, by indulging in erratic behavior. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. When you indulge in that level of toxicity, that's what I mean by cutting toxic ties. Those haters, I'm attached to them so long as I'm fighting against them. And the only way for me to detach from them is to stop fighting with them and to go and support the person that I'm trying to support and uplift and give my energy and my love in that direction. Completely eradicating any kind of communication with any of those haters. I'm cutting myself off from their toxicity, because that's a toxic behavior. Someone mentioned them being, and refer to them as being maggots. I said, no, they're not maggots. You know why? Because maggots are good, believe it or not, though they're disgusting. Maggots are good. You put a maggot on an open wound. That's what they do in a lot of countries, even in this country. You put a bunch of maggots on an open infection, and you cover that infection up. And the maggots eat away at the disease, at the infection. And then you take it off, and now your infection is clear, and now you can go on with the healing process. They're not maggots. They're the infection. And we're the maggots eating off of them. And that sounds extremely disgusting, but it's true. But it's true. We're trying to get away and take away the infection. They're the infection. If I wanted to be a doctor or healer, I would have, a physical healer, I would have done it. That's not my realm. That's not my realm. That energy I had enough of. That energy I can't tolerate anymore. That energy causes sickness and disease. When you find yourself in dis-ease about what someone is saying about Carmen, me, or anyone, when you find yourself in a state of dis-ease, that manifests into disease in your body. Think about it. It says it's the same word. Dis-ease is disease. That energy has to go somewhere. And it manifests. And at my big age, 50 plus, I already got some health conditions going on. I don't want to wake up one day and know that because I believe in what you think about, you bring about. I believe that when you operate in negative energy, that energy takes form in your body. It becomes trapped emotions, and those trapped emotions turn into disease. You know what cancer does? Cancer goes, boop, I'm here, and guess what? I've been here for a while. You don't even have a freaking warning. And part of the reason is because of the toxicity that we have been engaging in. Toxicity is not only a physical thing. When you're eating toxic food that destroy your system, toxic thoughts destroy your system too. Toxic energy destroys your system too. You guys think that them thoughts are not going anywhere? That when you get mad and enraged at somebody, you think that that's not going anywhere? You think that it's just going out into the universe? No, what belongs to you returns to you. Them thoughts stay with you. That energy stays with you, and that negative energy of anger, and leave that biscuit of anger and discord, that stuff manifests into toxic things in your body. It gets trapped in your body and it turns into disease. Dis-ease equals disease. Haven't I been saying that all along? You wake up and find yourself with a whole bunch of problems. What you think about, you bring about. You don't get what you want. We get you what you focus on. Look what Nikki got. She made fun of daggone what's her name's illness for the longest, and now somebody got to go dig into her neck to correct the medical issue. Everything that she's been mocking, she's about to go through. All that hate that she's been feeling has manifested into physical form. I've been saying that. So since I know that, it's no way that I can continue to indulge in this, especially when I have an awakening. I don't care if that awakening goes against what I've been doing. I'm not so prideful to say that, you know what, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go on and not tell. The reason why I'm on here telling you guys, and I don't know what the hell I just said. The reason why I'm on here telling you guys all of this is because I'm responsible for you guys as well. Whenever I go low, you guys go low with me because you support me. Whenever I indulge, right, it weakens your immune system, brown and beautiful, right. Whenever I indulge in toxic behavior, I take you guys with me. So basically what I'm doing with you guys is saying, here's some poison, guys. I'm going down here to fight it. I need you guys to come with it. And meanwhile, we're eating it. I'm responsible for you eating that poison. I don't want none of you guys' health conditions on my back. I don't want to be responsible for nobody's health conditions. It's not about physically eating something. It's about me leading you to a dead grave and asking you to fight in a pool of fire that's meant to destroy you anyway. So I apologize for that. I don't regret the journey because remember, there are no right or wrongs in this life from my perspective. There's only different ways of learning. And no matter what path you choose, even if it appears to be the wrong path, if there's value in that path in a way of wisdom and learning and growing, then that wrong thing is not necessarily wrong. It was meant for you to have. That means you turned it into a valuable purpose. You got something out of it. And if you got something out of it, it's no longer bad. So what I got from my experience was it served its purpose for the time. It's not that I wasn't supposed to fight in the way that I was fighting. It's not that I wasn't supposed to defend her. It's not that I did things the wrong way. What I did was I tried it my way. And now that way is not working. It never has worked. So the wisdom out of that is that I was fighting the wrong way because it brought me down to a low vibrational place to where I find myself operating in the same energy that they're operating on, and I'm bringing you guys with me to help me do it. And that I don't want to live with anymore. I don't want to be responsible for that. If you guys want to do it, you guys can do it on your own. You're not going to have me no longer leading you down a rabbit hole with a trap at the end of it. And that trap is nothing is ever resolved at the end of that rabbit hole on that level. It cannot be resolved. You cannot fight fire with fire. You just cannot. We can hate and we can say, oh, we hate them. Oh, we hate what they doing to Chef Carmen. We hate what they doing to you, Lena. That's wrong because you're such a good soul. That's all of that. I see where that comes from. It comes from a loving place because you guys want to support me. You guys want to support Chef Carmen. You guys want to love us. You want to make sure that we're okay. Okay? But if I love you back, and I'm trying to offer you the same value that you're giving me, then it's only right that I be honest with you and let you guys know that I don't want you guys to operate on that. Well, not that I don't want you guys get to make your own choice, but I don't want to be responsible for you guys operating on a low frequency. If you go low by yourself. I'm not going to take you there on my train anymore. I'm not going to take you there on my bus anymore. I'm not going to be the reason why you go low anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do it to you guys. I'm not going to do it to myself. Whoever is going to be there for me and going to look at what I have to offer, because I bring value and my purpose is to always bring value. I'm a gift that keeps on giving. So whoever is going to be supportive of me when I do my content, because I do my content a lot and I do get my nice little crowd there. But if you guys are really supportive of me, you'll show up when I'm doing my positive stuff. That's how you distinguish who's really there for you. You know, and if most people are not there anymore, then guess what? Time to clean house. I'm okay with cleaning house. I'm okay with you guys not looking at me anymore. If I'm not giving you what you want, if you value mess, then you go ahead, because I don't have any mess. I don't have any more mess. That's okay, boo-boo. I don't have any more mess to give. I have support. I have love. I have value. I don't want to hate anymore. I'm going to rectify those heart conditions that I have in regards to Ari and BL and all those people, and Nikki and all of them that I despise. I found myself, I'm going to admit it, despising, because their level of behavior is deplorable and it just grinds my gears. And I guess it gets to me because they're deliberately hurting people, and I love people. I want people to be all right, even them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to rectify that heart condition that I have to where I will no longer have to resent them. I let them go in peace. I'm cutting those ties. That's the toxic relationships that I'm cutting myself away from. It's those things. Thank you, my love.
Hey, get off of here. What's she doing?
Let us do what she's doing, boo-boo.
No, but that's what's called being crazy. She's like eating something.
Thank you. Lori. That's your last, huh, Lori? So, we just, I mean, we got, I know, I say I got to do better. I can only speak for myself. I can only speak for myself. And the only people I truly want here anyway are the people who really support me for what I have to give. I'm not about numbers. Never happened. I told you my business is on Google, not on Facebook. This is life according to Lena. So I'm going to give you my perspective about what I see about life and what I feel and what I have to offer. That's what this page is about. Life according to Lena. Life according to me through my eyes and my perspective. You're welcome, my friend. That's what this is about. So I don't need numbers. People buying numbers and people saying, oh, you want clicks and views. I want clicks and views for my stuff, for me being authentically me. I want clicks and views for my wisdom, for my books, for the things that I have to offer, my coaching, things that make me happy. I want clicks and views for that, of course. I don't need it for the other stuff. I don't need it. I don't need it. Whoever's for me will be here. And whoever's not, you deserve to not be here. And I'm okay with that because eventually you'll be here because I be giving them nuggets, child. And them nuggets be driving y'all right back over here because y'all know I be speaking some serious spiritual truth. But I appreciate all the support. And I encourage you guys to support Carmen. Support Carmen. Support Carmen. Keep supporting Carmen. Keep supporting Carmen. She deserves it. She deserves it. If authentic was a person, it'd be her. Oh, there's my napkin. It flew on the floor, but I'm going to get it.
Yeah, she took your napkin.
If authentic was a person, it'd be Chef Carmen. When a person can come on the media with no teeth, with not one teeth in their head, she has won the authentic award. These glasses are hot. That's what's hot.
I'm hot. You want me to go inside?
You see what I'm saying? So my point is, Penny, stop it. Stop chasing him. Come over here. I'm just gonna sit if you're scared of her. My point is that I have stopped watching those pages. I'm glad I won't find out what it is. Yeah, she gained the MVP award. Let me tell you, my team of people I consider to be my friends, the people, Darnell and Penny and Carmen and everyone else. I will not cut ties with. They're not toxic to me. They're not toxic to me. I'm cutting high ties with my toxic behavior towards people that I found out that I do not like. Not that I found out, that I know I do not like, that I do not respect, and therefore I do not like. But I want to get away from the do not like part. I want to just get to the do not respect part. Because when I get to the point of do not like, that means that it's personal. And that means that that's a negative emotion right there that I want to eradicate. So I don't want to not like them. But I don't want to like them either because I'm not going to like them. But I don't want to not like them. That's too personal. That involves my feelings. And I'm trying to keep myself grounded. Not to say that I don't have any negative emotions. Those negative emotions are not bad. They're here to teach us that we're on the wrong lane, that we're on the wrong frequency. And you know what? This doesn't feel good. So now change your frequency, like changing a radio station. That's what negative emotions do. They have value to that extent. But every time these people go low, I'm scratching my head and I'm getting deeper in my heart with it. Like, what the hell? Trying to understand them is trying to understand, human trafficking or child trafficking. Like, I can't understand that. And it breaks my brain to do so. So since I can never understand that, why am I trying to understand these fools? Why am I feeling so emotionally just bound to them? Because when you don't like someone, you're emotionally bound. You're intrinsically connected because they affect you on an intrinsic level, on an emotional level. They become part of you. And it's not by accident, because you guys know the way I think in my books, metaphysical perspective, they're there to teach us. They're there to teach us something. They're not supposed to not be there. In other words, everyone has a place in this world, and God uses all of us, good, bad, and the ugly. And people are who they are to show us to give us an idea of who we want to become or not to become. So we need that example of a bad human to come up here and look at us in our face and grind our gears so much to where we say, I'm not going to ever end up like you. That's their purpose. But not to knock them down and fight them. No. Life will knock them down and fight them, because life has a way of teaching people far better than we can ever tell them. Life has a way of doing that. Life does that. We're fighting too hard. We're going in the wrong direction. We're fighting too hard. That's not our battle. Life. Let life take care of the things that you can't, because we all know. Stop it. We all know. Biscuit, don't let that drip down your mouth, honey. Yeah. That don't make no sense. Take that inside and get your napkin. No. Over there. Hold on a second, guys. Go ahead, bye. Go inside. You go inside.
Oh, wait.
No. Go ahead. I got her. Go. Stay in there. You guys come in. I'm coming. And I'm going to get you dressed and we're going to go. He's drinking milk and Penny is chasing him all around the yard. And he's running around with milk all on his face. For helping. Thank you, Lena, for helping me, says T. I got away to go because my name of my grandson, Mom, sends me into deep anger. Lord, yeah, and those are the demons we need to be fighting. Those are the demons we need to be fighting. Look at the views when you headline the topic on your page about negativity. Yeah, they swarm, right. And the same thing goes with them. When they put certain titles on there, we swarm. Most of their traffic is not their people, it's us. Just like most of my traffic, and when we're doing something, we're saying, when we got this crazy negative title, everybody's coming over here. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You too, thank you. And I appreciate you, but if you can just leave the babe out of it. I am married. Babe is a little bit personal, but I do appreciate your commentary, but just trying to leave the babe out of it. My wife is on this line too. Sarita said, well, I love 18, and whatever energy you guys decide to do is all right with me. It's all about a personal shift, guys, and this is really, really about me and my obligation as a content creator. And as a content creator, it's my obligation, because I have so many supporters. It's my obligation to let you guys, to be transparent enough to let you guys know what I found wrong within myself, in hopes that you can learn from that perspective. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I always give different perspectives, but it's I owe you guys my honesty about me and where I found myself. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. It's the wrong way of doing it. I'm going to be like Mother Teresa, and I'm going to go to a peace rally and forget about an anti-war rally. I'm going to go to a peace rally and forget about an anti-bullying rally. Yes, I am still anti-bullying, but I'm going to fight anti-bullying, not fight anti-bullying. I'm going to um, continue with my anti-bullying movement, but from a peace place. That's what I mean. I'm not fighting anything anymore. I'm not defending anything or anybody anymore, not even myself. Let them say what they will about me. Let them say what they will about me. They have a free will to do so. They have freedom of speech. It's okay. I have too much to give to focus any longer on that. It's been almost 2 years now. Over 2 years. Delma, you missed a lot, girl. You're going to have to catch the replay. This was pretty good. I can see the comments on YouTube right now. I just can't. I have two phones up. So I have YouTube and Facebook up. And I see you, Dweller. You're saying a whole lot, and I appreciate it. I see you mostly. Um, yes?
Get rid of that bitch.
Okay.
She harassing everybody.
Okay.
Or he or it.
Done. Relisha? Wahilsa. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I see you, Smith. Yes, you did. So guys, that's what I wanted. That's what I meant when I said I'm cutting ties. I'm cutting toxic ties. I'm cutting out. I'm cutting out the toxicity in my life. I'm cutting out those infections in my life. I don't want them to. I don't want my negative thoughts about people who I believe are doing the wrong thing infect my body to where I wake up one day and now I'm stricken with some kind of crazy disease that had went rampant in my body because of all the negativity. I believe in that stuff. I believe that anything that a negative vibration, a negative frequency, a negative thought puts you on the same frequency of everything on that negative realm. So everything can hit you. Anything can hit you, and it can hit your family. It can go rampant. And because I'm a believer of that, I know that that's what happens. So I'm going to eat my watermelon, drink my watermelon water, my coconut water, eat my fruit from my gardens, plant my garden and eat my fruit in the sun and mind my business and speak positivity and light into everything. I want to be a benefit to everyone, including them haters. And I will be.
DOG. Get rid of DOG.
I'm going to give you,
Yeah, give me, because
once you do this, babe, all
DOG
you,
is the same person.
okay,
I'm about to get rid of all them hoes.
once I do this, all you have to do is click down on their name and then you can remove them. So if you comment, there you go. Wait, you're commenting. Add as a moderator. There, now you have power.
Y'all ain't gonna play. I'm about to get rid of all of y'all. Trust me. With that bullshit. All of y'all. With the bullshit.
All right, babe, I'm on Facebook.
All right.
Why are you walking away all mad? Why are you so aggressive?
I know, right? Really, I got this shit.
My wife is Brooklyn bound. Right, Lily. I am guilty of supporting those people because in my defending, I was actually supporting, and that's the message. In my defending, I was absolutely supporting them. In my defending, I was giving them my views, and I was adding to their financial gain, and I was adding to the distribution of their content. Because when you give attention to them, Meta in the algorithm pushes their content. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of these platforms. They want to see who they want to see the thing that's selling the most, so they can push it, so it can bring them more revenue and more people. That's what Meta is. So if slander and hate is selling, then slander and hate is going to be pushed. But how is it pushed? By us. By us. Right, Lonnie's after them, child. Lonnie, don't be getting rid of everybody. Lonnie, don't get rid of everybody. Some haters need to hear this lesson. She'll have the whole YouTube gone. Everybody on YouTube out. She get rid of everybody. Forget about the person. She get rid of everybody. Yes, I'm still on YouTube. I have YouTube right here. So I didn't want to separate them. I wanted to separate. I just wanted to do two, I didn't want to bring one onto the other. I just wanted everybody to get this. Yeah, so when we give them our views, we actually help them improve. Ow, I should be a rapper. When we give them our views, we help them improve. When we give them our views, we help them improve. I don't want to help them improve, but I don't want to give them my view, and I don't want to give them my energy, and I don't want to not like them. I don't want to like them either, because I don't like their behavior, but I don't want to dislike them to the point where it makes me sick, because that's what will eventually happen. So right now, guys, I'm having an intervention with myself, and I'm stopping whatever the hell is germinating inside of me that I have no idea about, that came from my toxic thoughts about those toxic people, and I'm going to eradicate it and eat as much fruit and vegetables and herbs as I can to stop whatever the hell it is that I done caused in my body as a result of all this negative focus that I have been given to these negative toxic people. I'm cutting ties. I'm cutting ties. I'm no longer going to be associated with all this toxic behavior. I'm just not going to do it. I can't do it, and I will not do it for nobody, not for Carmen, not for me. I don't care what the hell they're saying about me. I don't care. I'm going to be the change that I want to see. I'm going to be the change that I want my grandson to eventually have on this internet. I want to encourage young people to come on the internet and share their gifts and talents. I want to encourage them. I don't want to support systems that support platforms. I don't want to support platforms that's geared towards hate, because I don't need that expanding, because I have too many nieces and nephews and grands and all these things. My upcoming, I want to do better for my family, if for no one else. That's what I want. That's what I want. Early dementia, all of that, Lynn, all of that. It does all of that. And I know that all too well. But like I said, I lost my way. But it's not that I did wrong, because remember, I don't believe in anything wrong. I believe that I was on that path for a reason. But it served its purpose, because now I am being pushed out of it because it's no longer comfortable to me. That means that where I'm becoming too big for the space that I'm in. So I have to move out of it. And this is all that's all that it means. I'm becoming too big for the space that I'm in. And that space that I'm in, with all of that bickering and all that back and forth and giving them my views and paying attention to what they saying and responding to what they saying and saying, oh yeah, here's another friend of me and all that other stuff. Listen, no. Will I still turn mess into mess? Yes. I mean, messages? Yes. But not in the way that I have been doing it. Not in a way that's going to highlight a specific person's actions as I have in the past. If I turn mess into messages, it's going to be in a way like I intended it before. Just be encouraging. This given a situation and giving a positive perspective on it to get in order to induce change. That's what I want my goals to be. That's what my original goal was from the gate. So I went left a little bit, but now I'm straight. And that's what I want you guys to see. That's what I want you guys to see. Nobody, no one is worth me denying my own truth. No one. No one is worth me denying my own truth. No one is worth me knowing something that could have possibly, encouraging my own supporters to continue with negativity when I know that that's not beneficial to you. I can't be responsible for that. I'm just hot, guys. I can't be responsible for that no more. I don't regret where I've been. I don't regret taking you with me, because we all have come to a place in our lives where, you guys came in your own free will, but I also said, come on, in a way. I didn't say come on, but I said, hey, hear ye, I'm here. Let me talk about this. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm saying is that I have transcended from that now. What I'm saying is that it does not serve its purpose, that intended purpose that we initially wanted it to serve. I'm saying that it no longer serves a purpose, because it did serve a purpose in a way, because it did expose them in a lot of ways. It exposed them. It exposed them. It exposed them. And I think exposure was necessary. But since they're all exposed, now what? Now what? Since they're all exposed, now what? Now we move on. I move on anyway. They're exposed. Their crimes was exposed. They have no room to talk. There's nothing wrong with people having a criminal history. It's absolutely nothing wrong with it. A lot of people have it. It's nothing wrong with having a criminal history, especially if you have transformed your life and changed. That criminal history don't matter. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have the nerve pointing out somebody else's criminal history when you have one extensive of your own. That's the problem. But those have already been revealed. It's already been revealed now. Go to my blueberries, bees, and stop messing with me. Fermentate something. You have to watch the replay. And that's wise, Sheila. It's wise. I'm just saying this for me. You guys, you support who you want to support. You give energy towards whatever you want to give energy towards. All I'm saying is that if you guys want a change, a positive change in social media, then you have to be the change you want to see. If you want to still look at toxic things and look at those people and still fight those people, okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You'll come to your end too. It's just a matter of time. But if while you're doing that, also support the positive stuff. Because you guys say that you want more positivity. But when somebody's just doing something positive on their page, nobody's there. And maybe it's not interesting enough for you to be there. That's fair too. That's fair too. But then tell the person what you want to see. That's positive. And maybe they're able to pull that off and give that to you. I only want people that's going to support me for what I have. And I'm going to always be 10 toes down for Chef Carmen. Mm-hmm. That's my friend. And I love her. And I love her. Flaws and all. Flaws and all. I love Chef Carmen. And she's my friend for life. For life. For life. And I'm going to support her in the best way that I know how. In the best way that I know how. And she's going to support me. And that's the friendship that I have with her, not just this social media stuff. I've cried to her. She's cried to me. It goes deeper than social media. That's just for me. I'm not telling you guys where to go. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just giving you guys clarity on what I consider, what I realize has been toxic. My toxic behavior. I'm looking at those people as being toxic, and I didn't look at my own toxic behavior in engaging in them. I didn't, I didn't take the Mother Teresa route. Instead of focusing on the war, I want to focus on the peace, because I'm effective that way. If I focus on war, then I'm down with the war, then I'm fighting a war. And if I'm fighting, that's negative energy. That's negativity. That you're fighting against something. And I don't want to be against anything. I just want to make things better. But the only way to make them better is to do the right thing by focusing on the goal that I want to achieve. And that is peace. So I'm going to focus on the peace. End up there. Let me go across the street and wait over there and focus on a peace so I can attract it to me. That's what that is. So Brown and Beautiful said, so people, Lena is saying, like Mary J. Blige said, no more drama, no bone carrying, let go. I guess, right. Let me fix the lighting on this damn phone right here. Oh, the lighting is on the high. It's just that I can't see the comments on my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm just focusing on peace. I'm just focusing on peace. And that's just my route. That's not meant for everybody else. People have what they're going to do in our circle and on social media, all our pages. They still get to, I'm not saying don't support our pages. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't support the people that we've been supporting and all the pages that we've been supporting. What I'm saying is this is a positive shift that I'm making, and I'm hoping that people are inspired to do the same. Mm-hmm. But all it takes is one person to turn around a little bit, and eventually others will turn around also. I see a wasp. So if I start running, guys, it's on and popping. Okay. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All the support pages that in support of Chef and Tay, of course. Support them as much as you can. Support all the pages that's for Chef Carmen. Support them as much as you can. Give them your love, give them your support, give them your encouraging words, make sure you uplift all of that stuff. Still, this message is not to discount any other page and to say everybody's doing it wrong. I'm telling you guys that I didn't do it wrong, but I realized that me getting personally involved in a way where my emotions are involved to the degree where I despise people, that was wrong. That's me going in the wrong direction, but I had to go there in order to realize where I want to go now. So even that served this purpose for me. Even that served this purpose for me. In order for me to get to this point, I had to have gone through it. So I am happy that I went through this transitional period. I'm happy that I indulged in the way that I indulged, because it made me realize where I shouldn't stay. And now it made me realize that has served its purpose. Enough is enough. I need to regulate my heart. I have to change my heart condition. Because at this rate, things are falling. At this rate, I'm gonna mess my whole self up if I stay with this energy of, damn, what is wrong with these people? Why are they doing this to Chef Carmen? Why are they doing this to me? Why are they doing this? And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Nope. I'm going to a peace rally. I'm starting a peace movement. That's what I want. I want to laugh. I want to be happy. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this live because I have to go to the pool store to get some Salt to get some stuff for my pool. I have a saltwater pool. I have to oh, I was going to show you guys all my fruit garden. I'll show it to you guys later. You can't fight a losing battles, Sheila. As you said, they're not going to stop. And let their actions take them where it's going to take them. Life has a way of doing everything. We played a part in a lot of stuff, and we're supposed to. Again, I don't regret anything in my life. Never do. Never have. Never have. Because even in what I'm feeling now, there is a lesson in that, right? But you know, life is going to handle things. We do what we know how to do until it gets us to a certain emotional state. When we find that our emotions start shifting a little, and we start feeling that resentment, and you start feeling that hatred for people, and you start despising people so much to the point now you gotta see what they say now, they just despise them so much. That's when it's toxic. That's when it's not healthy. That's when you have to find a new course. You have to find a new way of being, because that energy right there puts you in the same energy as them. And that's where it says that we're no different. They come to this low energy from a different space, and we come from a different space. Just because we came from a higher frequency and they was living down there, the point is that we're down there. It doesn't matter where we came from. For them, they may have transcended into that negative. They may have came out of a hole. Clearly, they came out of a hole, and now they up in that negative energy. We come from up here, but we're still down here in that negative energy. We're still there. It doesn't matter how you got there. It doesn't matter which road you took to get there. The point is, we are here on the same energy as them. Done. I got it. I'm done. I got it and I'm done. I got it and I'm done. No mas. No mas. Right, Sheila. No mas. Thank you. She says, I'm joining the intervention. This was very enlightening. Thank you. Thank you. That's all. And all I'm saying, guys, is that, you know what, in the future, moving forward for any content creator, even like I said, whatever it is positive, start giving those positive pages your views. Consider it an exchange value. Say, you know what? I want to go over there and I want to look at them haters, but you know what? I'm going to go look at Peter Pan real quick, because Peter Pan is a teenager, or whoever he is, I don't know, an adult, and he enjoys fishing and he's happy. Let me give him those views, because happiness needs to be more pushed. Happiness needs to be pushed. Let me give him those views because he deserves it, because he's being peaceful. But let me not give these people my views. Let me not give them my energy. Let me not help them get paid. It's not Meta, guys. It's us. Meta's doing its job. Meta's serving its purpose of giving us a platform, and we get to determine what's valuable to Meta. And if hate is valuable and hate is what's selling, then Meta's going to put it for sale. Who can be the biggest hater? Who is going to become the smallest crayon in the box? Whoever can become the smallest crayon in the box, y'all get the most money. Y'all get the most views. Y'all get the most clout. Which one is it? So they looking for the smallest crayon in the box. That's what Meta's doing. We get to decide what's valuable on this here internet. We get to decide that. Not Meta. We do. So I realized that my focus was misguided. I'm looking at Meta. I'm writing letters to Meta. I'm writing letters to Facebook. Why are you not standing by your anti-bullying policies? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not enforcing that? This is what your policy says, and blah, 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 blah. And Meta said to me, not literally, but metaphorically, Meta said to me, well, this is what you value. How I know? Because that's what you're watching. That's what everybody's watching. And my whole point is to make money off of this whole platform. So since you guys are indulging in all this slander and hate, trying to prevent it, meanwhile you're provoking it, I'm going to get my coin. That's why I have this robot in between, so I can live my best life. Let the robot decide what's going to be taken down, and decide what's going to be pushed. And as long as you guys are watching all of this craziness, the robots are designed to push all the craziness. So the only way the craziness can be abolished is if you guys don't give all that energy. And if you put energy into more good content, then we'll push more good content, and then the internet will be better. Boom. Boom. I got it. Thank you, Meta. Sorry for harassing you. You're right about that. True that. True that. True that. You're right. I got it now. Let's eat watermelon in the sun. I'm blaming Meta. No, I blame me. I blame you. Meta ain't got to do better. We got to do better. We can all do better. Look at that. We got to do better. Hey, Debster. So, there you have it, guys. There's my confession. Even ask you if you want to see more content like that. Yes, you have, Thelma. Mm-hmm. So, I have purged. Ooh, what was that? Oh, okay. Penny, get it. I have purged. I have let the weight off to you haters, to you people that hate me, hate Carmen, hate everybody. You're going to learn one day, okay? Our bodies are not designed for this type of toxic energy. It has to come to an end at some point. And either we got a choice. We can choose to end it, or we can let life end it for us. We can let life end it for us. Our bodies are not designed to carry this level of toxicity. That's why we all get so fed up. That's why we all get so choked up. That's why we all want to cry when we see things happening to Chef Carmen. That's why we want to cry. It's all of that energy. Our bodies are not designed for it. It's designed to release that energy. I'm going back to basics. Hashtag karma. Boom. I don't have to fight. The hell? Hey, Sonia. You're welcome, Marion. Shoot. I ain't fighting no more. No. No. I'm a dance. I'm a cook. Got some food. Be my whole happy self. I'm going to get rid of that hatred, and I'm going to call it hatred, because people always say, oh, no, I don't hate nobody. Yes, you do. The key to getting better is admitting that you do. Hate is such a bad word, and people don't want to identify with it. But you know what? Resentment is hate. If you resent somebody, you hate them. Period. I don't care what you call it. I don't want to hate nobody. That's not good for me. What the hell am I hating people I don't know for? No. Do what you do and keep doing what you're doing. Life can teach you better than I can tell you. I'm going to stay focused on eating watermelon in the sun. My fruit gardens, my blueberries, my blackberries, my raspberries, my watermelons, my strawberries, my biscuit, my pool. I'm going to get into that. But guys, for real, I gotta go to Walmart. We hope they heal. I hope they heal. You know what? That's what I want. Honestly, I don't even hate them anymore because I released it. And I say hate because even though I say I don't like, no, the real feeling is hate. I despise them. I've gotten to the point where I despise them, and I no longer want to do that. I don't want to do that with any human being. I want to love people, but and when they start getting better, I don't want to love them through this. I know when people get better, let them get better. That's on them. I'm going to cook. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to drop my wisdoms like I do. And if you guys support me, go to my website, please, on my page, on my Facebook page, even on my Lena Crespo page, even on my YouTube. Life, Death by Design. Buy my book. It's positive. It gives you guys insight about life, things that you never thought about. It will change your life completely. It will change how you see things completely. It'll change how you see life. You guys know how I do, right? And Brown and Beautiful said, you all have to remember the fight for Carmen still reflects her, and it ends back at her at the end. That's so true. If they can't get to you, all is directed back to her in a negative way. Yeah. And it always reflects back to her in a negative way. Always. Always. But if they don't have our attention, I'm just saying, let's find a different way to fight. Let's find a different way, not even to fight. Let's not fight. Let's find a different way to support. Let's support and not fight. Let's support and not defend. Let's try that. Mother Teresa said it works. Stephanie, my type. You know it, girl. You know it. I love watermelon. And like I said earlier, when I eat things that I love, watermelon, it makes me feel like I'm so loved and cherished by God. It feels like God made that specifically for me, knowing that I would love this. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like a meal made by grandmother or something. Like God said, here, Lena, this is for you. That's how much I love watermelon. That's how much I love it. It's a treat and it's a blessing, and it brings me to a place of such gratitude. Crazy. Watermelon brings me to gratitude. I thank God for my taste buds. I'm really, really in gratitude about my taste buds. That's the best gift in my life is my taste buds, believe it or not. What Nicole say? The hell? What she say? Sister's being sister with the watermelon. Oh, okay. Because Nicole love always saying something smart. Love you unconditionally is the longest and sweetest word ever. It sure is. I appreciate you guys staying here, because now that you guys know, from the time that you guys realized what this was about, you guys didn't know if I was cutting ties with my team, if I was cutting ties with Carmen. You guys didn't know what I was talking about, but you guys chose to stay, and that means that I was giving you guys something valuable, and I appreciate that. If for nothing else, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys staying here long enough to hear me out all the way, and to the fact that you've been here this 2 hours, I think it was, I don't even know, but the fact that you've been here this long shows me that you find value in what I was saying, and it shows me that you are here for me because you didn't have to stay here, and you're here. So I appreciate that. This is what I'm talking about. I don't need thousands of people. I only need the people who are here for me, who chose. What the hell? My YouTube is doing something. Babe, am I still on YouTube? Okay, so yeah, so I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Debster. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Comments with love and have a joyful good time. I know you do, Nicole. I love you, Nicole. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. And when I tell you this was really, really touching on my heart, like I was almost to the point of tears when I first started this conversation. Like that's how deep it was.
You're crying?
That the first want to do better. Unfortunately, many don't want change, but the ones who do stay focused. I can't read all that because it's too much, but love and positivity. I pray both sides come together. We all can accomplish some great things together. That's all I can read in this, son, honey. But yes, you're right. Thank you so much for that. YouTube, I can't see any comments because it's not even going. It's just stuck right there. That's because of my Android is has never done great. It's just, but that's probably why it's not doing great, because I'm saying it's never done great. You see how I'm manifesting reality? My comments on YouTube is not moving. Um, Thank you, Kathy. And I, like I said, I appreciate you guys. And I'm coming on later again. And I'm gonna try and come on later because you guys know I'll be getting tired after one live. I want to do a live again about a post that I made the other day. I'm getting a lot of traffic on that post and a lot of positive and negativity, and I want to bring clarity to that also. So I will be live later on, hopefully, if not later tomorrow, but I'm most likely going to be live today because I really want to get that out also. Take them talking to my phone. You stop watching them when you found yourself talking to your phone. It's a good feeling when you can keep people interested and interact with your content without the negativity. Right. And that's all it's about. Like I said, I don't care if I have 20 people on my live. Those 20 people are here for me. And I'm okay with that. And it will grow. And I've gotten past 20 people, clearly, obviously. But it grows. It grows. It grows. You know what I'm saying? It grows. I'm going to support Carmen. I'm going to still uplift her. I'm going to still do everything in my power to keep her grounded and to keep her focused on positivity and to keep her moving forward. And she's going to do the same for me. Kat says, you know what's sad? I see potential in Nikki, Nandy, Mary, and all of them. Imagine if that talent between these groups came together for good. Exactly. 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 I agree. I agree. But guys, let me go. Because my wife is saying let's go to Walmart. Like I said, we got to get some pool stuff. We have to get some stuff for the 4th of July. We have to just get some stuff. We got to fill up our pantry. Our pantry is running a little low on a couple of things. Yeah. So anyway, guys, God bless. God bless the YouTube. God bless the Facebook. Thank you guys. Look, that's Stardust. Thank you guys for everything. And I'll see you guys in my next live. Bye-bye. Have a great and fabulous day. Stay positive. Stay positive. Stay positive. Bye. And let me get rid of